Uncle Bear's Promise. Every Saturday, this terrifying biker meets a little girl at McDonald's, but today, the manager finally called the cops. The leather-clad giant with skull tattoos and a scarred face had been coming for 6 months, always ordering 2 Happy Meals, always sitting at the same corner booth where this 7-year-old girl would show up exactly at noon. Other customers complained he looked dangerous and inappropriate around children, especially when the little girl would run to him calling him Uncle Bear and climb into his massive arms. Yesterday, 3 officers arrived to investigate what everyone assumed was a predator grooming a child, but what they discovered made the entire restaurant go dead silent. The little girl, Lily, saw the cops first. Her face went white.
She grabbed the biker's arm with her tiny hands. "Are they taking you away too? Like they took Daddy?"
The biker, who everyone called Bear, put his huge hand gently on her head.
"Nobody's taking me anywhere, sweetheart. We haven't done anything wrong."
But his eyes were already calculating exits, watching the officer's hands. 20 years of Marine Corps training and 15 years riding with the Nomad Warriors MC had taught him to read a room in seconds.
The lead officer approached slowly. "Sir, we've received some concerns."
"I have legal documentation," Bear interrupted, reaching carefully for his wallet, moving slow so nobody got nervous.
He pulled out a laminated court document and handed it over. The officer read it, then looked at Bear with something between respect and regret. It was a custody arrangement, not his custody, Lily's father's. A fellow Marine, Bear's best friend, killed in action 2 years ago. His dying request had been clear: "Take care of my little girl, don't let her forget me." Bear wasn't allowed to raise her. The court had placed her with distant relatives, but once a week, supervised only by distance and a paper stamped by a judge, he could see her. He chose McDonald's because it was safe, public, and cheap enough to be theirs. The 2 Happy Meals weren't just food, they were ritual. One for Lily, and one for the father she would never eat beside again. The officer cleared his throat. "He's telling the truth. These visits are legally protected." A murmur ran through the restaurant. The people who had whispered about the scary biker now stared at their fries. Lily looked up at her uncle with tear-bright eyes. "So you're not going away?" Bear hugged her close, his tattoos and scars swallowing her small frame. "Not today, little one. Not ever if I can help it." The officers nodded and quietly left. The manager, red-faced, muttered an apology. Bear didn't respond. His whole world was the little girl in his arms, laughing again as she opened her toy. For everyone else in that McDonald's, the biker had stopped being a monster. But for Lily, he had always just been Uncle Bear, her father's brother in arms, and the only promise that war had not managed to break.